Quan, brother and his girlfriend, respond in the way that they responded. Some people are wondering right now, was Rich Homie Quan set up? Was this a ploy to let him die so that they could cash in on some insurance money? I mean, we don't know. I'm find out who gave Quan that pill. That's where my mind is going. Who gave him the pill? Was the pill laced?
Say what now? Was Rich Homie Quan really murdered by his baby mama and brother? Child, it looks like Rich Homie Quan's death might not just be an OD as most of us were able to believe, because the police are now finding some inconsistencies in his death that allude to him possibly being poisoned by somebody very close to him. This came as a shock to a lot of people because Quan was one of the sweetest people and nobody could ever imagine why anybody would want him dead. But see, this is where things get interesting because some of his fans are desperately looking for answers, and they're now pointing fingers at his grieving baby mama Amber for allegedly being behind his death. People claim she's the only one who had motive to take him out and that the police should be looking into her. These rumors got fueled when the 911 call she made on the morning she found Quan was leaked to TMZ. And according to people, she sounded nothing like somebody who was distressed about her baby daddy possibly losing his life.
Brother saw Rich Homie Quan on the floor, unconscious, with food in his mouth. He just lifted him. According to him, he lifted him, put him on the couch. Didn't check that man's pulse. Didn't check if that man was breathing. Look, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The internet has some suspicions about Rich Homie Quan's cause of death.
Child, it's getting real messy here, and it's a whole lot of tea to sip. So let's get right into it.
Oh my God.
On September 5th, 2024, the internet was sent into a frenzy after news broke out that Rich Homie Quan had died. At the time, people immediately jumped to their own conclusion that he possibly OD'd, and it was known that he was allegedly hooked on that white powder. A police report was later released, which included the statement of his baby mama Amber, and this is when people started to side-eye her. According to the police report, Amber said she woke up at 6:45 a.m. to get the kids ready for school, but when she woke up, he wasn't in the bed. She checked the bathroom to see if he was in there, but he wasn't there either. And when she went downstairs, she found him asleep on the couch, so she covered him with a blanket and took the kids to school. When she arrived back at the house, she saw him still laying on the couch in the same exact position he was in when she left the house. But for some reason, she still didn't bother to check on him or nothing. She just assumed he was still asleep, so she went right up to go back to sleep. And by 11 a.m., which is about 5 hours since she had went to sleep, she woke up to find Quan still on the couch. When she went to check on him, she noticed his body was cold and he wasn't breathing at all and immediately called 911. A lot of people went in on Amber when they found this out because they felt like she should have at least checked on him when she came back and found him in the same position he was in when she left. One person said, her leaving to drop her kids off at school without even checking, touching, or kissing him goodbye or anything sounds questionable to me. Another person said, the whole situation is suspect. Whether he was always high or not, something not right. But this was just the start of people questioning Amber's credibility in this entire case because Quan's brother Andre later gave the police a report of that morning. And he added even more context that people had side-eyeing him as well. Andre told the police that he woke up around 3 a.m. on the morning of Quan's death and saw him asleep on the floor by the kitchen with food in his mouth. Andre described the entire incident as very unusual, and according to him, he picked Quan up off the floor and put him on the couch. From Andre's statement, he was the first person to see Quan that morning, and he was the one who put him on the couch. Now, the bigger question on a lot of people's minds is, why didn't Andre bother to send him to the hospital, or at least walk him around the house a little bit when he literally found him laying on the floor with food in his mouth? Nobody just randomly wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to put food in their mouth and get back on the floor. Clearly, that man was not well, and that's how he ended up on the floor in the first place. And from the looks of it, he didn't inform Amber about this either, because she didn't bother to check on him that morning and just went on about her business too, despite seeing him laying on the couch. I'm pretty sure if she was aware of what happened earlier that morning, she wouldn't have just walked past him on that couch without checking on him. Oh, but it gets even worse because TMZ somehow got a hold of the emergency 911 call Amber made that morning. And this is when rumors about him possibly being poisoned came in. Not only that, but this 911 call made people suspect that Amber is a possible suspect because of how calm she sounded. She was telling the dispatch writer about how Quan was foaming at the mouth and how he was cold. But people couldn't help but notice just how calm she sounded.
Need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's
Yes.
a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta
said
get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
One person said, she sounds too calm for someone that's losing someone of that magnitude. Another person said, he was 33, let that sink in. When you know, they will blame it on a drug overdose, but should do an autopsy, an extensive one. But just when we thought the conspiracy theories couldn't get any worse, people also believe that Amber is allegedly the main suspect in this, and that she possibly took Quan out because she found out about his side pieces and lost it. These allegations started after multiple women who Quan was allegedly messing with before he passed came out of the woodworks to expose their secret relationships that they had behind Amber's back. The person who started this disrespectful BS was the D-list clout-chasing rapper Erica Banks. She posted several intimate photos of her and Quan, as well as him sliding in her DMs and captioned it, "All you wanted was to find happiness again. Always saw it in your face and heard it in your voice, but you had so much left to do. The album, the tour, your birthday. I'm just glad we were able to enjoy such peaceful and memorable moments while you were here, man. Such a sweetheart. Rest in paradise, Quan." Right after people dragged her into deleting this very distasteful post, another woman on TikTok who goes by the name Lila from Val also posted intimate photos of her and Quan, which alluded to them being a couple. She said in her caption, "I lost a great friend today. Words can't even explain how I'm feeling about everything. You were my favorite rapper since I was a kid, and to actually know you for being more than just a rapper, I'm so grateful. You're gone, but will never be forgotten. Thank you for being my friend. Love you always. Hashtag Rich Homie Quan." And then there was this other woman named Big Brit 813 who also exposed her alleged secret relationship with Quan by posting photos and videos of them all booed up. My DeQuantes, this is really getting to me hard. I don't care what nobody has to say. You was my everything. What am I supposed to do? We know everything about each other. Literally everything. Relationship or not, you was my dog before anything. Jaquante, man, get up. What about today? Please, I need you, please. I can't do this alone. I'm not myself. Lord, why him? I don't want no clout. I don't want to be famous. Just call me and tell me this ish ain't true, please. I'm hurting. Nobody knows but nobody. This ish really be eating me up. I don't wish this on no one. Y'all can't tell me it's gonna be okay. I'll never be okay. The closest person to me right now is gone. It's nothing I can do. I'll do anything to get you back, anything, please. It wasn't time for you to go. You were so full of joy and happiness. You did no wrong in my eyes, and I promise I will not stop going in. But if you thought all these theories about Amber were wild enough, wait till you hear the latest one. People are now speculating that Quan's baby mama and brother allegedly worked together to unalive him so they can cash out on insurance money.
Guys, the incident report just dropped in the death of Rich Homie Quan. May rest in peace. A bombshell just dropped revealing what really happened and the real reason why we just lost Rich Homie Quan. The internet is going off right now because a lot of people is blaming the family. Yeah, they said that Rich Homie took a bad pill. However, after he was found passed out on the floor, a lot of people on the internet is wondering, why did Rich Homie Quan, brother, and his girlfriend respond in the way that they responded? Some people are wondering right now, was Rich Homie Quan set up? Was this a ploy to let him die so that they could cash in on some insurance money? I mean, we don't know. I'm not a legend. This is what the internet is saying. You understand what I'm saying? On the floor, unconscious, with food in his mouth. He just lifted him. According to him, he lifted him, put him on the couch. Didn't check that man pulse. Didn't check if that man was breathing. Look, where we from? I'm from the hood. You understand what I'm saying? If we find somebody laying on the floor, the first thing we gonna do is look at their stomach and see if they at least breathing. According to the brother, he just threw him on the couch and went about his business. And according to the girlfriend, when she saw that he wasn't in the bedroom, she checked and saw him laying on the couch and just went to work or took the son to school. Then when she came back, then she touched the body and realized it was cold. Now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The internet has some suspicions about Rich Homie Quan's cause of death. I gotta play devil's advocate on this, and I gotta speak on behalf of what maybe happened with the family. We're not trying to blame these people. These people are grieving the loss of Quan. So we're not trying to put a target on their back. However, the internet is very suspicious about what's going on.
Now, it's important to keep in mind that this is just what people saying. This ain't the final results of his investigation. In fact, when the police were asked if there was any foul play involved, they said, "While on the scene, I did not observe any foul play. Mr. Lamar did not appear to be alert, conscious, or breathing. Ms. Williams advised me that Mr. Lamar did not have any medical or underlying diseases." And as for Amber, she posted a statement on her IG talking about how traumatized she was by Quan's death, and that she was still grieving. "The pain is unbearable. The love you all have shown is an overflow. I truly appreciate everyone who's reached out. I'm traumatized from a moment that'll forever be in my head. I have nothing to prove because my love for my other half was always shown. I had nothing to hide. Please respect me and the family at this time. Our house is no longer a home. I'm completely heartbroken. 15 years gone, I'll never be the same. This is a complete nightmare. We never could let go, but you didn't have to leave me like this." As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "Whether someone feels like it was a setup or he was intoxicated or drugged up, someone should have at least checked on the body, even if he was on the floor. But I'm playing devil's advocate because if you have someone who's used to that kind of nature, then you wouldn't think about the consequences." Another person said, "This story got more holes in it than a sponge. Not saying it was a setup, but like, what the?" But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about the allegations about Quan actually being murdered? And do y'all believe his baby mama and his brother had something to do with it? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.